Today I'm with Jacky Saharja, and I remember about 2 or 3 years ago I used to go to the Swing Safari, which was a Wednesday night venue, and this blonde lady got up and presented that night, and I remember, God, she can talk well. Anyway, that was Jacky way back then, and I suppose we've met through courses and through Peter Harris and Jennifer, and then through Keen Buckley. So I've been jumping around with Jacky for years, and we thought today we'd just see what you do.
What do I do? That's a big question. I class myself as a psychic tarot reader, psychic development counsellor and facilitator, and also a Reiki Master. What I really do is what my business says is healing from the heart. And whatever I work with and whatever I do, it's all about consciousness, it's all about opening the heart. And so any sort of work that I'm doing, what I'm looking at is tuning in to the person or the group that I'm connecting in with and helping them to open to their own feelings, their own heart, their own energy, and to start to feel.
Right. Right. And how do you do that? Through your Reiki courses, through your intuitiveness, or?
Sometimes people will walk into the room and before I do anything they'll start to cry.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's amazing when that happens. It doesn't happen a lot, but a lot of the time, whatever I'm doing, it brings on tears because it opens people up to their emotional capabilities, if you like. It allows them to actually really get in touch with themselves, which is something that most of us in this busy lifestyle tend to suppress, or we're so busy in our mind that we're not into our heart. So what I tend to do is ask someone to have a reading first. Mm-hmm. If we're doing that, I'll tune into their energy, get a message for them through spirit, and then we'll have a look at the cards in relation to how I feel around their energy. So when I'm reading a tarot card, I'm not actually reading the card as I would out of a book. What I'm really doing is reading the card as it pertains to their energy at that moment in time.
Right, right, okay. And with that, the cards, they deal them and you get the energy from them making contact with the card.
I really get the energy first up from my crystal, which is what everybody holds, that crystal at the start of a reading.
Right.
Which is a rose quartz heart, which
Yes.
is really beautiful. And that's when I tune in. So that's the first part of the reading, is the message that I receive before we even touch the cards. Then the cards are normally a confirmation or an expansion of what the energy was that came in when I first connected with the person.
Right.
And so as we unfold the cards, we're unfolding the story of their life. And I suppose the most common feedback I get is it's as though you knew exactly what was in my mind, exactly what I was thinking. So it's not a fortune telling. It's not me trying to predict what's coming up for them. It's me helping them to open to their own possibilities and probabilities in their life, what they can do, what they can achieve, what can be there for them if they learn how to get all the blocks and the rubbish out of the way and to really tune into it themselves. So that's the first part. And then once they've had a reading or healing, whatever it is, then when they're ready to step into a course and do a workshop, that's when they really start to open themselves up and work with empowering every aspect of their lives.
Right. So you're like a mentor.
Yeah, I sort of did call myself a counsellor for a while, but I know that that's sort of a label, and it is sort of what I do. It really is counselling and mentoring. That's really what I do. But I don't have the certificate or qualification. My qualification is that I tune in psychically and that I'm a mentor in that sense, so from a spiritual perspective. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 14 years.
Right, well that's a fair... And even this afternoon, I came over to Jacky's this afternoon, we had a cup of tea, and she's been pegging me all afternoon about things, you know, or suddenly turn the phone off, relax, don't do this, and I feel so much better already.
Am I bossy?
But it's all about making good choices.
Absolutely. And some people can't see what their choices are, so it's a matter of bringing in some clarity for them, getting all of the dross out of the way, and very often that's their pain. It could be pain from past life, pain from this life. There's a lot of past that people are carrying around, and it's like a dead weight that's hanging over them. And as they start to peel away those layers, through feeling freer, through the information that I'm bringing through to them, it allows them to feel what it feels like to be unencumbered with all of that, and to then realise that yes, I have got potential, I can do something. And of course a lot of it is that so many people have low self-esteem. And I love it when I see people just realise that there's so much more than they thought they were. That's the gift that comes back to me when I see that revelation in people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you've been running the Heart Centre for?
About 6 years I've been running the Heart Centre, which is a community networking group, which every month a different guest speaker, somebody else coming up to stand on the platform and talk about what they do or present their healing or their modality, whatever it is. I love seeing what everybody else does. I'm a sponge, and I never would profess to have all knowledge. I'm just a student like everybody else, and so I love to see what other people are doing.
Well, that's what I like about Jacky, because not only is she very sweet, but she's very humble as well. And I've done a couple of courses with her, and the joy is that you're not competitive. Everyone's open, you know. You share whatever you've got.
Absolutely.
And that's great in this environment where people are so fearful and don't like to share. You know?
And there's never been a course that I have taught where I haven't learned something from my students. So you know, it's always a give and receive situation, which is beautiful. That's why I do what I do.
All right, sounds fair. So from below this, we've got a link to Jacky's website. So if you want to know more about Jacky or how to contact her, just click on there and just get onto it.
Thanks, Karen.
Bye.